Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the house of Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss is a designer house from Germany. They've been around for more than 100 years, and they have quite an extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio, both for ladies and men, probably about hundreds if not more. And this one in particular is from the men's line, and this one called Hugo Boss for men, and this is just different, EDT 75ml. United Kingdom, you can find it under £30. For that price, this smells very good. So this one came out I think 2011 or something like that, so it's been around for a few years, but I haven't seen anybody talk about it. Actually, this one in the whole lineup, the for men lineup, there are so many flankers, probably about 30 of them all together. This one stands out because this one is quite different in terms of that it's very green. So in this one they didn't hold back. They majority of the Hugo Boss for men, they are quite on the okay side, sometimes they're on the good side, but the problem is they hold back and they make them very safe. They make them very in a way that is accessible to everybody, is crowd pleasing, people's pleaser, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing, but they don't have anything special in this line. This one, I think, in my opinion, my age, my experience, this one is a little bit better than the rest, because at least for my taste, because I love green fragrances, this is green and more green. So they went out and they made it very green, so they didn't hold back in this one. So first thing first, in this presentation they are quite nice, especially for the price. It's a designer brand and you expect to be nice bottles. The bottle is nice. This one is a tester, but the box itself is just non-existent, but it's just protecting the bottle. But the bottle itself is quite nice looking. The cap is aluminum as the Americans said, aluminium. So overall it's a good presentation, especially for a price under £30. This one I think retails for £60, but you can find them much cheaper online if you do your research. If you are interested, you can Google it and see how much it goes in your area. So for the price, what I paid and what I got, excellent. I absolutely loved it, again for my taste, because I love green fragrances. In terms of longevity, it's good, is moderate to good. On my skin went easily over 6 hours. On t-shirt and materials goes easily over 8 hours. So it is on the medium to good side of things. Although if you go heavy on the trigger, it lasts more. I sprayed 10 sprays to test it. So when I test my perfumes, I always go 10 sprays, because this is across the board, so I see how much they perform. But for you, if you are going to get this one, because it's quite easy going, you can go heavy on the trigger and it's not a problem at all. So I think if you go maybe up to 14-15 sprays of it, it will last up to 8 hours easy on the skin as well. So the next day I woke up, I could still smell it on t-shirt, so it's quite good on t-shirt. On t-shirt lasts even more than 8 hours, more than 10 hours. So on t-shirt is much better performer, this one. So on my skin, for the last 2 days I tested it, more than 6 hours on my skin, more than 8 hours on t-shirt. In terms of projection, 1 hour of projection for an arm length, and then after that slowly subside, but you always have a good bubble, good cloud and a good trail behind you. As I said, 10 sprays, that was ample enough for me smell it all day. But if you want people to smell you from quite a distance, you need to go a little bit heavier on the trigger. So who's it for? This is definitely aimed for men, because it says for men, and it is quite masculine, yes, especially because of that green aspect of it. It has some classical feel to it. But to be honest with you, if you're a lady and you like green fragrances, this is nothing in here to make it uber masculine, so you can easily wear it. In terms of age, I would say 25 years and older to be in the safe side. The reason is because it's got some aspect of classical feel to it, and that's why I think a mature nose will appreciate this better than a youngster. Unless you like green fragrances, then that is different. In terms of occasion, very versatile. So both season and occasion, very versatile. You can dress them up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual. You can use it for wedding, you can use it for gym. Very, very versatile. And in terms of seasons, similar story. You can use it in summer, in winter, no problem. Very, very versatile, but it is a little bit better suited for warmer weather. So let's get to the fragrance itself. This fragrance reminds me of two fragrances. So when I say these two fragrances, don't quote me like 100%, because they're not 100%. Again, they're not exact copy or exact inspiration or one-to-one or 100%. No, to some extent. Okay, one of them is a Cartier Roadster. So it reminds me of Cartier Roadster. That one is a pricey fragrance, about £120 retails, but these days you can't find it. I don't know what's happening to that one. Is it discontinued? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But it's getting harder and harder to find. So this one, it reminds me of Cartier Roadster. If you like that perfume, you will love this. If you don't like that perfume for some reason, you won't like this either. In terms of green mintiness of it, especially reminded me of the Roadster very, very strongly. The other perfume which it reminds me of is, again, I'm not sure what's happening with that one because it is getting harder and harder to find, and that is Yves Saint Laurent or YSL. What's his name? Memory. YSL Silver. Oh God. Let me just have a look quickly. Sorry about that. You know, when you get to a certain age, these things happens. So go quick. Yeah. So Yves Saint Laurent Kouros. So Kouros Silver Edition. So it reminds me of that one, especially again the green aspect of it, the amber in here. It reminds me of that one very, very closely. So both Cartier Roadster and also Yves Saint Laurent Silver Kouros Silver Edition of it. Both those fragrances are quite hard to find these days. Again, I'm not sure what's going on with those two fragrances. Your knowledge is as good as mine. But both of these fragrances are hard to find. So this one is a very good alternative to it, especially for a price under £30. Very, very good alternative to them. So if you like those two fragrances and you can't find them, or they are very, very pricey, or they are they're getting harder and harder to find, this is a very good alternative to those two fragrances. I highly recommend it if you like those two fragrances. So overall, what it smells like, this one, as I said in the beginning, green and more green. This is very green. It's very grassy, it's very herbal, it's very leafy, it's very camphorous. So all these things making it a very, very green fragrance. Overall, this is a very uplifting fragrance, quite fresh. I would say from beginning to end, always fresh, never went to darkness at all. So it is overall, it's a fresh fragrance. And also overall, I classify this fragrance as aromatic green herbal fragrance. So it's very, very aromatic in the same time. There is no mention of lavender in here, but I definitely smell some lavender, and also I'm smelling some juniper berry in here. So the combination of the lavender and juniper berry giving it a very, very aromatic feel. In the same time, a hint of booziness in here, not too much, just a hint of booziness from that juniper berry. This got a big spicy aspect to it, which is mainly from the herbal side of things, like basil, like coriander, and the mint. These three are very, very big, especially the first half-life of this fragrance. They are dominant, they are huge, and you need to like this kind of fragrance to enjoy it, because this fragrance is super herbal. Okay, so super minty, super herbal, and it's very, very leafy and grassy. The apple in here is gorgeous. So it's a green apple, and it's a very, very crispy green apple, and also it has some juiciness to it, especially in the beginning. So it's a very, very well done green apple in here, which is quite realistic. So according to Fragrantica, on top we have mint, Granny Smith apple, which is very specific, basil, freesia, coriander in the mid, and in the base we have Cashmeran wood, patchouli, labdanum, and olebanum. So the labdanum and olebanum here giving a little bit of resin feel and a little bit of smoky as well on the tone to it, not too much, just a hint of it. And also it's very, very ambery, and the amber in here is very effervescent. So it's effervescent amber, is see-through, is transparent amber, which is very, very delicious, especially for the heat. The mint in here is dominant with the apple. When it opens up, the mint and the apple together are gorgeous. So it's very minty, it's very appley, and the apple, as I said, is a green apple, and it's very, very fresh, and it's very refreshing, and it's very realistic. The basil and the coriander adds to this green herbal feel of this fragrance, which is very, very nice. Anything that is coriander and basil in it, I'm just intrigued. That's why I bought it, because when I saw mint, basil, and coriander together in one perfume, I said I had to get it, because I love these notes in perfumes anyway. So that's why I'm gravitating towards this very, very much. Freesia here, give it a hint of white floral feel, not too much, just a hint of it in here. And the woods are in the base are very clean, which is a combination of cedar sandalwood. They say in Cashmeran, I'm not getting that with Cashmeran wood. And the patchouli here is a leafy variety of patchouli, so it's giving a leafy, camphorous, earthy feel. And labdanum and olebanum both giving a little of resin feel, little bit of smokiness, and also a little bit of that overall little bit of that resin feel. And also there's a watery aspect to this fragrance, which they're not mentioning, which is like a fresh water, but it's not a huge player. And also there's another aspect of this fragrance, which is quite spicy, but spices of fresh spiciness in here, mainly coriander and basil. But I'm smelling something maybe like a nutmeg as well overall, to give it a little bit more interesting facet. So overall, to recap quickly what to expect from this beautiful fragrance, which I was quite pleasantly surprised, because usually with House of Hugo Boss, the majority of their fragrances are okay, sometimes they are good. There are very, very rarely they make perfume which is excellent, so very rare. This one is good. It's not excellent, but it's very, very good in my opinion. So if you like your fragrances to be green, green, and more green, this is it. Super green, very refreshing, very fresh, very happy, very bright, and also it's very uplifting, and it's very captivating in the same time. Very aromatic, which is coming from lavender and juniper berry in here, which they're not mentioning in the notes, but I'm smelling it myself. And fresh spiciness, which is coming from those herbal feel like coriander, like the mint, and also like the basil. Here is very, very minty and very green and herbal feel to it. Hint of fruitiness, which is coming from that green apple, which is gorgeous. Very, very nice realistic green apple in here, and it's very, very juicy. And the woods in the base are very clean, which is a cedar sandalwood combination, and it gets woodier in this in the dry down, but it doesn't go super woody. Always that green feel, it stays there. The amber in here is effervescent, see-through, transparent amber, so it's a very, very good effervescent amber, very, very fresh in the same time, and hint of muskiness as well. Yeah, undertone muskiness has got some, and that muskiness giving it a little bit of an andolic feel, not too much. And overall, there's a hint of white florals, which is coming from Freesia, but it's not a big player. It's way in the background. So if you like this kind of fragrances and you like the two fragrances I mentioned, which they're getting harder and harder to find, which is Cartier Roadster, and also Yves Saint Laurent Kouros Silver Edition. This one is very, very similar to those two. So if you like those two, you love this. You don't like those two, you don't like this. And also, if you're looking for something to alternative those two, this is a perfection in a bottle in terms of smell and quality, and also much cheaper than those two. For the price, I absolutely loved it, and I absolutely enjoyed it. My wife loved it, which is quite rare. She usually doesn't love green fragrances. She likes them, but it's not her favorites. But this one, for some reason, she absolutely couldn't get enough of it. Okay guys, so that was the review of this beautiful perfume from the house of Hugo Boss. I highly recommend it. If you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This beauty is definitely a hidden gem, especially for a price. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So they are true handmade perfumes just for lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them the huge personality, very big, very bold, artistic and unique. They are like time capsule, they take different places, different time, and they are super beautiful if I say myself. Also, there are many other reviewers reviewed my perfumes. You can go and check them out if you are interested. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye.